Travis ISD, so right in the Austin area. I'm not in politics, I'm not part of any group or organization. I'm just here because I've struggled with social emotional learning curriculum, and I've encountered that my children are learning, and also the SEL curriculums that have been proposed as well, which we've thoroughly gone over, including things like self-harm, and if you're going to do self-harm, how to do it in a sterile way, many other things in this area. But I'm currently going to talk to you about the SEL that is already approved and is currently in our schools and what I have encountered. So my daughter, my youngest, she's in kindergarten, and every morning, they sit on their rug in the classroom and they each announce the emotion or the feeling that they're having that day, and then they have to state to the class why they're feeling that way. Okay, so first they state their emotion and then why they're feeling that emotion. Sometimes my daughter says that she said to her class that she was sad. And so then I ask her, well, why did you say you're sad? And she said, well, because, I don't know, somebody else said they were sad, so maybe then I got the idea that I was sad, and now, Mommy, I feel really sad. And I'm like, okay, well, you went to school happy, you went to school, everything was great this morning, and now you're coming home sad. Okay, so what's wrong with this picture? She's a kindergartner, she's 6 years old, she doesn't understand any of this, nor do I understand why they're doing any of this in school. And she's very confused. If this is not mental health screening, then I don't know what is. Because they're having to state it to the teacher, and then they're having to state their personal reasons as to why they feel that way. This has no place in our elementary schools, and I personally don't feel that it has any place in any of our schools at any level. Looking at straight statistics, our test scores in our public schools are not thriving, they're suffering, and yet our kids are having, other than learning, they're having confusing discussions on their feelings when they should be spending time in kindergarten learning to read. So also, as somebody said earlier, our teachers are not psychologists. They're not trained to be. That's not their lane, right? I love my teacher. By the way, I just want to say I love my teacher. We have a great relationship. She's communicated to me several times. I just have to do what's in the curriculum. We have to follow TEKS. Like, the teachers are good intentioned. They're good intentioned, right? That is not my beef. So that's why I'm here. I'm not sure how all this is entered into our schools or where we went so off course, but I'm determined to get our schools back on course and back to teaching my children, not just my children, our children, subjects that do belong in school, like reading, writing, and math. It's because of this that we're doing everything that we could do to help give the rights back to parents in Texas to determine what our children are learning in schools so that we can get rid of all the nonsense and get back on course. And with that, I just want to say one final thing in terms of school choice, because I've been talked to a lot about that. I just don't really feel that that is going to address and solve our problem. It is literally, this is a problem with all of our kids. I'm not just up here advocating for my kindergartner, I'm up here advocating for all the kindergartners in Texas. So school choice is not solving that problem. We need to support and help all of our children, not just care about our own. So I want to say that final point on school choice. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to turn it over to these folks. I just want to clarify, and I have no problem with what she just said. Texas Education 911 does not take a position on school choice. You are welcome to take whatever position you want, but as